the earth screamed, before the people did. At dawn, a farmer ran through the village, shouting, "The land has opened." The elders followed him to the riverbank, and they saw it. Deep cracks, splitting the red soil, yam crops swallowed, wooden tools gone, part of a hut missing. But the damage was not what frightened them. It was the pattern. The cracks formed a circle, a perfect circle, the same one their ancestors warned them about. Elder Mabrara stepped forward. His voice shook. "This should not be happening. Pause. Not yet," the villagers whispered among themselves. No one wanted to say it, but everyone knew. The ritual had not been renewed. By midday, the cracks widened. A goat wandered too close. It slipped and vanished. No scream, no sound. The earth closed over it, like a mouth. Pause. That was when they sent for Kato. Kato stood outside his compound, staring at the sky. It had darkened unnaturally. He felt it in his chest, a pressure. As if the ground beneath him was breathing. He already knew. When his father died last year, the duty became his. Every year, on the night of red silence, a man from his bloodline must kneel barefoot, cut his palm, and renew the covenant between the land and the living. Pause. The ritual brought harvest, rain, peace. But if missed, the land would reclaim what it once gave. Kato had delayed it, not from rebellion, but fear. His father's last words returned to him. Never miss the ritual. Pause. The land does not forgive. Late promises. When the elders arrived, they did not greet him. "You were meant to do it 3 nights ago," Elder Mabra said. Kato lowered his eyes. "I needed time." "Time," another elder replied, "is what the land no longer has." They took him to the fields. As Kato stepped closer, the earth shifted. The soil felt worn, alive. Suddenly, scrack, the ground split again. Closer, a child screamed. Elder Mara gripped Kato's arm. "You will renew the ritual tonight." Pause. "Or by tomorrow. This village will be gone." Kato swallowed. "What if I can't?" The elder leaned close. His voice fell to a whisper. "Then the land will take you." Pause. "And keep taking until it is satisfied." That night, the red earth pulsed beneath the moonlight, softly, waiting. Before the ritual could begin, Kato was taken to the elder's hut. Inside, the air was thick with smoke and old fear. Elder Mabra unrolled a cracked leather mat. Ancient symbols appeared, drawn in ash and blood. Kato recognized them. His father once traced the same markings, his fingers shaking. "These are the rules," the elder said. "You break even one, and the ritual fails. Rule 1. Bare feet must touch the sacred soil. Rule 2. Blood must fall willingly, not by force. Rule 3. No tears may touch the ground. Rule 4. The oath must be spoken, without hesitation." Kato nodded, but his hands betrayed him. They trembled. "Why no tears?" he asked. The elders looked at one another. For a long moment no one spoke. Then Elder Mabra answered, "Because the land feeds on regret. If it tastes sorrow, it will demand more." As preparations began, Kato returned home. Naya was waiting. So was their son, Seifu. She read his face instantly. "They're making you do it tonight," she said. Kato didn't answer. Naya took his hands. Her grip was tight. "Kato, your father changed after every ritual. Each year he came back quieter, colder." "He survived," Kato said. Naya looked at him. "But did he live?" Outside, the wind began to rise. Dust twisted through the village, moving with purpose. At sunset, a scream came from the fields. A woman fell as the ground opened beneath her cooking place. The earth swallowed her legs before the men dragged her free. Her feet were gone. There was no more time. Night torches burned around the sacred ground. The villagers formed a wide circle. No one spoke. Kato stepped forward. The soil burned beneath his feet. Not warm, hot. He remembered his father's posture, the shaking knees, the eyes that never looked down. Kato knelt. As he raised the ceremonial blade, the wind stopped. Silence filled the night. Too perfect. He cut his palm. Blood fell onto the soil. For a moment, nothing happened. Then the earth shuddered. Torches flared wildly. "Speak the oath!" Elder Mabra shouted. Kato opened his mouth. A scream shattered the silence. "Sefu!" Naya's voice rose from the crowd. The ground beneath their sun was breaking apart. Kato hesitated. A single tear escaped his eye. It fell and touched the sacred soil. The earth roared. The ritual had begun. The moment Kato's tear touched the soil, the ground reacted. Violently, cracks raced outward, like dark veins beneath the earth. One by one, the torches died. Flames vanished. Smoke followed. Darkness swallowed the ritual ground. Only the moon remained. Elder Mbara's voice cut through the night. "Do not stop. Finish the oath." But Kato could not move. His son screamed. The ground beneath Sefu's feet was sinking, slowly, inch by inch. Naya ran forward. An unseen force struck her. She flew backward, hard. The elders understood then. The land had tasted regret, and it wanted more. "Kato!" Elder Mara shouted. "The oath!" Kato's lips trembled. Finally, the words came. Ancient phrases passed through blood, not writing. As he spoke, the ground slowed. Sefu stopped sinking. A gasp rippled through the crowd. Relief. For a moment, the cracks closed. The wind returned. Elder Bara breathed out. "It is done." But the land was not finished. That night, Kato dreamed. His father stood before him, waist deep in soil. His skin was cracked, like dry earth. "You were late," his father said, his voice calm. "Now it knows your fear." Kato woke screaming. Outside, the village was silent. Too silent. The village was silent. By morning, the crops were black. Dead overnight. The well water turned thick, red-brown. The land was demanding payment. That afternoon, a young man collapsed in the fields. His legs sank into the soil, roots wrapped around bone. By sunset, he was gone. The elders gathered again. "The ritual was renewed," Kato said, desperate. "Why is this happening?" Elder Mabra would not look at him. "The land accepted your blood," he said, "but not your heart." Cold spread through Kato's chest. "What does that mean?" The elder answered quietly. "It means the land wants you. Fully." That night, the ground beneath Kato's hut began to sink. Slowly. Naya held him tight. "We have to leave." Kato shook his head. "The land won't let us." The earth answered him. The doorway cracked open. A deep rumble rose from below. The land was calling, and it would not stop. The elders believed there was still a way, an older way. Elder Mabra spoke quietly. "There is another ritual, rarely spoken, almost forgotten." Kato held on to those words. "Like air." "What does it require?" he asked. The elder hesitated. "A replacement." The hut fell silent. "You mean someone else?" Kato whispered. "Yes," the elder said. "Someone of your blood. The land respects lineage." Kato's chest tightened. "There is no one else." Elder Mbara did not answer. His eyes moved toward the doorway, toward Sefu. No, Kato said. Immediately. Never. The elders did not argue. They didn't have to. That night, the land shows again. A pregnant woman near the river, swallowed whole. No body returned. The message was clear. At dawn, the earth beneath Kato's feet hardened. Each step hurt, as if the ground rejected him. You have 3 nights, Elder Mabra warned. After that, the land will take what it wants. Kato thought of running, but every path out of the village collapsed. Sinkholes opened. The land sealed its borders. That evening, Kato noticed something worse. Wherever he walked, the soil darkened. It followed him, marked him. Meanwhile, Sefu changed. He grew calm. Too calm. The ground talks to me, the boy said softly. Kato froze. What does it say? Sefu looked at him. It says you belong to it. That night, Kato went alone, back to the sacred ground. He knelt again, cutting his palm deeper than before. Blood poured. Take me, he whispered. Spare them. The earth trembled. For a moment, hope. Then the soil rose, wrapping around his legs like hands. Pain exploded. Kato screamed. The earth pulled him down, deeper. Then suddenly, it released him. A voice rose from below. Low, ancient, not yet. The land was not finished. It was still negotiating. The village changed, not suddenly, quietly. Whispers followed Kato. Everything was fine before him. He weakened the pact. The land rejects him. Eyes watched him, accusing, afraid. Naya begged him to leave. Take Sefu, she said. Hide in the forest. They tried. The forest floor was hard, like stone. The land ruled everywhere now. That night, Elder Mabra came alone. The land has chosen, he said softly. It wants a full offering. Kato nodded. Me. The elder shook his head. And what you love most? Kato stopped breathing. Before he could speak, the ground in the village square split open. Violently, a deep pit formed. At the bottom, bones. Old bones. New bones. Generations. The truth rose with the dust. The ritual had never been symbolic. Every renewal demanded a life. The elders had been choosing quietly. For centuries. Kato felt sick. You lied, he said. We survived, Elder Mabra replied. Because of it. That night, Sefu disappeared. Kato followed the cracks. They led to the sacred ground. His son stood there, calm. The soil rose around Sefu's ankles. The land wants me, the boy said gently. Kato ran. The ground seized him. Father and son locked eyes. The earth climbed higher. I'm sorry, Kato cried. Sefu smiled, sad, knowing. I think this is how it's always been. The elders gathered one last time. No chants, no ceremony, only silence and shame. Kato stood at the center of the sacred circle. The ground pulsed. Hungry, you can still choose, Elder Mabra whispered. Kato looked at his son, half buried, barely breathing. There is no choice, he said. He cut his palm, pressed it into the soil. I give myself, Kato declared. Let the land be full. The earth surged upward. Violently, it wrapped around his body. Pain tore through him. His legs merged with soil. Roots twisted around his spine. His scream echoed. Once, then nothing. The ground settled. Sefu collapsed forward. Alive. The land had accepted the bargain. The village healed. Slowly. Crops returned. Water cleared. Peace followed. At the sacred ground, a tree grew. Twisted, red-barked, always warm. The elders warned everyone, do not touch it. Do not cut it. Do not cut it. At night, the tree whispered, Naya visited often. She stood beneath its branches. She swore she heard Kato's voice in the wind. Years passed. Sefer returned, a grown man now. He stood at the sacred ground. The earth pulsed beneath his feet. Elder Marbra stood beside him, old, shaking. "The land is hungry again," he said. Sefer removed his sandals. The soil welcomed him, warm, alive. Deep below, Kato listened. The land never forgets. The ritual must always be renewed. The ritual never ends. Hit subscribe and stay for the next dark tale.